Good afternoon, you guys. I'm gonna wait and start letting people get the notifications. I came on like 5 minutes early. Yeah, like 5 minutes early. I know I've been missing in action, but I be trying to upload stuff. Yeah, I have so much stuff going on. I'm talking, but good things though, not bad things. I yeah, good things, blessings. I'll say, blessed things. Hey, Gristle. Yes, I'm okay. You know what? I just don't like this cold weather. Hey, holiday tracks. Your choice towing. Your choice towing. I was thinking about you this morning. I was. Kawana. Miss Kitty. Oh my God. Miss Kitty. I was just saying to someone, I believe, because I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all know player code street politics. Hey, Cypress. uh Miss Kitty, he's doing like what you was doing. But Miss Kitty was calling me at like 5 o'clock in the morning. Player Co called me almost every morning at like 7 o'clock, 6:30 in the morning. Was you still asleep? Yeah, I be getting up early, but lately I've been getting up early, but like this morning was like one of those mornings that I ain't want to let the bed go. Like yesterday, I had to go to some training, and then when I left the training, I was already still in downtown Memphis. I had to do a job for someone, and so I was down there for. I don't like working in the cold, but as soon as I get online, somebody call me. I don't know where that phone at. That might be my business phone. Hold on, hold on. I'll call them back. Oh. Hey, Gristle. I mean, I be missing y'all too, cause y'all know I've gotten. I was like, Lord, I've gotten so addicted to being on here, and which I should, right? Because it's vlogging, and vlogging. I love vlogging, but I promise y'all, like I had gotten. I was like, oh, I need to get on, and then like yesterday, I didn't get on. I don't think I got on yesterday. I didn't get on yesterday. I felt weird. I was like, it feels so weird when I don't talk to them for a day. Yeah, because when Kitty says she wakes at 3:15 a.m. Lately, I've been getting up early too, but because it's like 29 degrees right now. He said you don't want to pop out no more at real talk. I'm following you to the bushes. Let's go. Oh, Cypress, we rebuke that lust demon on you in the name of Jesus. But I'm happy to be on here with you guys. I was in a meeting earlier. I missed your live, but I just watched it. Played my song all the way out. Okay. Hey, Sierra, little Miss Muffin, too pretty Miss Kitty, street politics, Paula, Florida getting real cold. Oh, what? Wait a minute, what y'all doing? What's going on, Riley? Y'all, Riley gonna be going home next month in January. Her mama coming to get her. I don't know if Remy pregnant yet. I be thinking about maybe I should go on and let them mate so I can give me some full-blooded Yorkie puppies. But my schedule is my schedule is so exotic. I work all kinds of exotic hours, so I would hate to and then I know me, I'm so emotional. Once Remy had the puppies and I started looking at those little Yorkies, I ain't gonna want to sell them. I'm not going to want to sell them. So one of my friends was like, "Oh, you gonna want to sell them once they get to barking and eating up everything, and you have to deal with all them puppies." Remy, if they like Remy, because Remy likes to bark all the time. She is very just she's a she's a little OFF. Riley wouldn't bother her if she didn't bother him, but Riley is a I think they call him a toy Yorkie. So he's little. Remy is a standard size Yorkie. Riley, he stays horny all the time. I was looking at him this morning. He was humping on his little bed. I got him. He stayed trying to get him some, and she be just beating him up so bad. They are very vocal. Yes, Yorkies require a lot of attention. Now Riley requires a lot of he's really kind of quiet with his, but Remy gonna bark until you give her attention. But you have to watch him because he'll get on my leg and start trying to hump. I told y'all Remy be sleeping with me sometimes. So I was like, I be making Riley sleep in his house. And so I was like, I'm gonna let Riley sleep in the bed with me, y'all. That was the first and last time. I wake up early in the morning and I'm like, what is that? Because Remy always sleep in front of me. I sleep on my side, right? I sleep on my side. Riley had jumped up on my side and was humping me. I knocked his little butt off too. I said, you can't sleep with me no more. Use a he too horny. Cause what that dog know about getting hopping up on my side, on my butt, humping on me? That was just it freaked me out. It was like it was weird. You can't let him if I have my if you know, sometimes he'll try to jump up on my leg and start humping. I ain't never in my life seen a little toy Yorkie be so horny. Like, oh my God, he is a little bit too horny. I ain't never in my life seen nothing like it before. Hold on, y'all. Hello? Uh-huh. Okay, that's what I do. The one in Hernando is good too. Okay, well I'll probably do that today. Mm, Hernando, that's the one you want to go to? Mm. Or tomorrow, if we go tomorrow in the morning. Okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna call you back. Okay, y'all. Anyways, let's talk about Honeycomb Brazy. She said Riley seen that fine butt. I said, "Oh my God, Riley can't sleep in the bed with me because I have to sleep with clothes. I have to sleep in pajamas. I be scared of him. The feeling I've been through that. Oh Lord, whatever. Street politics. Anyways, y'all, Honeycomb Brazy is arrested again. Okay, he's arrested again, and I was looking at what people have been saying on social media. Shout out to holiday tracks into Alabama Hitter because they sent me. Y'all know when I'm out working, my and I have a lot of like subscribers that I didn't even know that be in the bushes. They were reaching out to me because I y'all if y'all want to talk, y'all know I be on. I don't know a whole lot about Instagram other than I log into Instagram and I do know how to check my messages, but I don't do a whole lot of stuff on Instagram. As a matter of fact, I ain't posted on Instagram in probably 2 years. But I go on there so I can lurk. But oh, I ain't even been on Twitter. I ain't got no Twitter. But if you y'all know I'm old school, I do communicate quite a bit via my Facebook like page. It's at Real Talk with Tamara. If you message me, more than likely I'm going to see it and message you back. So I be having people that I didn't even know that be on the channel that be reaching out to me saying, Miss T, this happened, this happened. I'm like, oh, I didn't know I had. They be like, I'm in the bushes. I'm like, oh, okay. So, but y'all, go subscribe, so you can send me messages if you want to. But y'all, I don't like crazy people now. Not the crazy people, the people that's sane, okay? Because it's something about craziness that I can't. It's the end of 2023, okay? I think some of these crazy people need to make up their mind that they're not going. That they're gonna go get them some medicine. But I was looking at Facebook, and it's a lot of people like his mom and all of those people. They were saying that people are trying to set Honeycomb Brazy up. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I believe that because if you look at, and I don't believe that no love. I'm gonna tell y'all something because I've been watching this no love situation and this Honeycomb Brazy situation. And it's ironic that this happened to Honeycomb Brazy. But let me say this: I don't believe that no love had anything to do with it. Okay, I was listening to Honeycomb Brazy's mom when they were saying no love said that he was sitting there the gas station and he said he knew Honeycomb Brazy's mom. He's talked to her. He's they that she knows him, he knows her. And that y'all heard the lady say that boy showed her love. He wasn't trying to do anything to her. And I don't believe that that no love want to try to do anything to her. I know a lot of people been giving no love a hard time, but I actually want to see no love do well. Okay, I don't believe that no love wants any beef with Honeycomb Brazy. I don't even believe that no love is trying to hurt his brother. I think no love is hurt by his brother. Him feeling like his brother not having his back. Now, I know a lot of people say he could have went another way about doing it, and that's so I'm not saying that he's innocent. I just don't believe that he wanted any beef with Honeycomb Brazy. I think that beef with Honeycomb Brazy, and it's more funny than anything because I don't think that Honeycomb Brazy was trying to wanted no beef with no love. Really, they was just kind of kicking fun. It was like light fun. Nobody got hurt or anything like that. But I think people was trying to egg Honeycomb Brazy on to trick him out of his position. But if y'all listen to No Love's mother, to Honeycomb Brazy's mother, Honeycomb Brazy's mom said that was an inside thing. Nobody knew where I lived other than Jay Prince Sr. and Jay Prince Jr. And so they knew the store. They know what area I'm in. They know where I go to. People let that go right over their head. Now, if I'm not mistaken, No Love's if I'm not mistaken, No Love's mother. If I'm not mistaken, Honeycomb Brazy had said some stuff about Jay Prince. I think he had gotten mad at Jay Prince and he said some things about Jay Prince. And somebody said, I didn't hear him say it, that he claimed that he saw Jay Prince getting slapped. Well, since then, supposedly they've talked and made up and, they're supposed to be cool. But I know if Honeycomb Brazy is from the streets, he got to know that he's got to watch his back, because thank you, Uncle Howdy, that he's got to watch his back because just because somebody says that everything is cool and that they're okay with you, it does not mean that, especially if you said some things to hurt their ego and publicly embarrass them. That's what snakes do. They'll lay low, make you think everything is cool, and then they'll bite you. I'm not saying this is true. I'm saying because I know that no love in them are no love. I've seen no love around J Prince Sr. Now, No Love has a talent. I think No Love can do extremely well. And I want to see the brother do well. I believe he's out in the street and he's done some things, but as far as his heart, I don't believe he's got a bad heart. Okay. I don't believe that. That's the reason why you don't see me on here dogging him out. And I'll post his stuff, because I really want to see him do well, right? His brother Finesse, I like Finesse music. I think Finesse has said some things. He's ignorant, but Finesse is he's Finesse. You can't take away Finesse's talent. Finesse is very, very talented, and his brother is a little unpolished, but with practice he'll be just as good as his brother, right? I think they're both very talented. But when I say I saw in the past No Love with the Princes, I would hope that the Princes are not. I just kind of feel like this situation that's going on with No Love and Honeycomb Brazy and Finesse Two Times, I kind of believe that maybe it was some instigation going on. And a lot of times these rappers don't even know that they're being used as pawns. And there's a bigger demon in the background. People say things to plant seeds in your head. You have to be careful about what people say, even if they say it passively. A lot of times people don't look into that. Folks will say, because they're so manipulative, they'll say something passively. Oh, we ain't gonna worry about that. Don't worry about that because such and such and such and such. They so slick with it all the time. They're planting a seed in your head to try to cause issues, to try to cause an issue with you and somebody else. And they've done it so slickly, you don't even realize it, right? And I think that's what go on with a lot of these little dudes. Honeycomb Brazy definitely got out and he was putting Alabama on the map. And I like Alabama, okay? I really do like Alabama. Alabama is one of those states that I'm happy. I've said in the past, even before I started to learn about Honeycomb Brazy, I was like, because I'm such a fan of the South, we got so many talented rappers in Memphis. There have been talented rappers, but Mississippi is another state, okay, that I want to see more rappers rise up, because I love Mississippi too, right? I love Mississippi and I love Alabama. And it makes me happy because I see that Y Fat is doing it for Arkansas, and it's been other little guys a couple other guys to do it for Arkansas. But Honeycomb Brazy really, and I'm not saying that there weren't any talented people before him. I just don't know of any. I saw him the little time he was being out really lifting Alabama up and putting it on his shoulder, and you had people checking for Alabama you know like they should, right? So I was loving seeing that because I like the state of Alabama. I actually want to get me a little place down around Orange Beach, Alabama, right? And so I mean, just like Finesse Two Times did, Honeycomb Brazy is blazing. Like he just took off. And on top of that, he's like a comedian, so people was really loving his personality, right? And so I see people saying that folks are messing with him, and I was even reading in some of the comments. They were saying that they believe that somebody may have set Honeycomb Brazy up, right? I don't believe No Love set him up. I don't. It would be easy because of the back and forth for people to say stuff like that. I don't believe that. I kind of look at what his mother said when his mother said, I believe it was an inside thing. Nobody knew where I lived at, but J Prince Senior and J Prince Jr., you have to understand when you're dealing with industry vets like that. And no Honeycomb Brazy and No Love and all them, they're young men. Okay, they're in their 20s. So they still got a lot more maturing and growing and stuff to do. They don't understand how these vets, because Junior is quite a bit older than them, how they think. Okay, all right, we'll play cool, but all the time, I believe a lot of this beef was manufactured between them by them anyways, because in the end, they're the ones that stand to gain, you know, something from it. Okay. Thank you, Ronald Graves. They're the ones that stand to this ain't have nothing to do with anybody but Brazy. He ratted on himself. Alabama Hitter said he ratted on himself. Okay, Alabama's here to say he ratted on himself. You know, I don't know, but you know, I've been hearing people say that, and Alabama Hitter is from Alabama, so I'm not going to dispute nobody that's down there in the state of Alabama that would hear things before people on the outside of Alabama, which I know how people be trying to dispute how, you know, things with you know, the people that's in and around Memphis. Okay, when stuff go on in Memphis, as if everybody don't know somebody in Memphis. Everybody in Memphis is separated by one person. It's really a small city as far as the hoods. People are connected. It's not like most people would think, like North Memphis and South Memphis are different hoods, but it's not like people from South Memphis don't go to North Memphis or can't go to North. It has never been like that, right? It hasn't. It's not like that. Okay, so everybody knows somebody. They be having life insurance policies on there. Absolutely, that's what I was getting at. Oni, on Tana. That's what I was getting at. But Alabama Hitter was saying that he says what are you talking about Birmingham, Alabama, or Mobile, Alabama, from Mobile, Alabama? But he's got people in Birmingham. What are you talking about? Birmingham, Alabama, or Mobile, Alabama, from Mobile, Alabama? But he's got people in Birmingham. Me, myself, I'm from Mobile. Oh, okay. So what happened? It's 100. Salute, Miss T. Thank you, OG Snake Spotter. Salute. But I've been reading, okay. People have been saying that they're messing with him, that they're messing with Brazy. They other people, they try to set him up. That's what I've been reading. Of course, I'm not saying that it's true, but that's what I've been looking at. I want to show you guys something. Okay. Hold on. I want to let you all see this young man right here. I don't know if this is his manager. She talking about unpopulated towns in the South. Who's talking about unpopulated towns in the South? My life. What? Hold on, you guys.
At this point, these people fucking with this motherfucking man, dog. Straight up, like, at this point right here, dog, like, we got to stand up too, bro. On everything. I ain't talking about riding on the law, all this shit here, but I'm just saying we got voices.
I don't know if this is old because it says 2019.
And reach out for the right reasons, go viral for the right reason. At this point, these people is fucking, they bothering that man, dog. They bothering Honeycomb, bro. You know damn well the type of shit that man into and the type of starter he is. He have to have people around him, and 9 times out of 10, them people got paperwork on them, on whatever they guns or whatever. Y'all just want that man off the streets, man. Straight up, man. Like, I don't know why, man. Let that man go and change the world. Let that man go and do something big for Alabama, bro. This shit just bigger than y'all egos, man. That shit crazy as fuck, bro. That shit crazy as fuck. Like, at this point, bro, y'all harassing that man, dog. People harassing that man. And y'all don't need to fucking do that, bro. Now, you understand? Y'all don't need to do that shit. That shit fucked up. Let that man do something for his family, do something for the state, man. What fuck get on my nerves down this country? Fucking the good old boys on this motherfucker. That's the thing, man. Them good old boys. And they see the burn he got at this point.
Okay. That was a young man that was on his page. Okay. And hey, quite a few people feel like that. Hold on, let me see. You guys, make sure you hit the like button for me, okay? Hit the like button for me. I want to show you guys his mother's post, and I don't want to pull up her people might already know, but I'll read from her Facebook page, but I don't want to pull up her Facebook page on here and put it on my channel, because you know I'm gonna be sensitive to people knowing, and they probably already know. I just don't want to do it, but I'm gonna read what she said. Okay. She said, God loves me. Now it's time to use my 5 senses. Talk about me. Hold on, let me see. She says, God gonna let them out. You will see. Watch God, Jesus. God works. I serve the Most High God. God, I said, I got your sons and nephew. It's the reason why God allowed things to happen. God saved him from trouble. Someone with him ain't right. Okay. So his own mama just said that in a post. She said, God allowed them to get arrested to keep them out of trouble. God saved him from trouble because someone with him is not right. You know, that's her opinion, I would assume, but that's what she just posted on her social media. My bad, my phone died. I wish everyone a happy new year and don't want nobody in jail. The same to you. It's 100 Alabama. Thank you. She said, oh well, I'm gonna put a petition in today for my son. I need people with signs to go to Metro. I got to come get my sons and nephews. So she said sons with the S. So maybe it's more than Honeycomb that's in jail. And she said her nephews, not unless she consider his friends, you know. So his mother is saying that God did it because somebody that's with him is not right, to keep them out of trouble. You know, I don't know, because you know I don't know the backstory of that. I don't know the inside story. The only thing we could do is speculate, because we're on the outside, and make analysis based on what we see on the surface, right? That's the only thing that we can do. But I will say this. He said they done me and my kids and parents bad because of our dark skin people. I got to do something. Okay, let me see. She said, all the wrongdoing to me and my family is over with now. Jesus, walk with me. Show me the way, Lord. It's a reason for everything. I am fit to do was right. Watch God. I guess she said what I'm fixing to do. My parents' death was an inside. Oh, she said my parents' death was an inside job. The police let them do my parents like that. The feds knew. Now this is everything that his mother was posting this morning. She was very emotional. So it's somebody that she don't trust anyways. Remember she said the other day, you know, when no love, she saw no love, she said no love didn't mean no harm. But that was an inside job. Don't but two people know where I live at, and that's J Prince Senior and J Prince Junior. So she just said her parents' situation was an inside job. I don't know. I'm not pointing the finger at anybody because I don't even know anything about um what happened to her parents and his grandparents. I just learned about that the other day, and I hate that that happened. So I hate that. It's sad that we're living in a world where people don't have any regards for anybody. It's so cowardice that if you got an issue with somebody, you go. What they do is, because they don't want to see the person that they're mad at because they're slick scared of them, they go and they try and take out who they would consider the weakest link. They shouldn't have even been able to go back to their hood after doing that to his grandparents. That's evil. Honeycomb Brazy is a street dude, so I'm sure he was not hiding. But they go and they do that to his grandparents because they knew that the grandparents were older. They figured that they would not be a threat to them. So you want some get back, so you feel like I'm gonna go and pick on the weakest person, right? Which is it don't make ain't nothing hood about that at all. You know. Yeah, that was wrong. Switch. Yeah. But hey, like I said, people are saying I wonder, and I know one thing has nothing to do with another. I do know that. So I'm not gonna even get on here and say, oh, I'm sure that it was this and that. I'm just saying it seems a little suspicious. Maybe it's not, that this hey Cashway, that this beefing was going on. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying no love or finesse had anything to do with what happened to him, because I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. And it could be, that it like Alabama Hitter was saying, that they were just being watched and the police was laying on them. And see, what I can't understand is, but I'm not in Mobile, Alabama. It's pretty obvious that Honeycomb Brazy was going up, he getting his money and stuff. For Honeycomb Brazy putting out some hits, because as soon as Honeycomb Brazy would put out a video, within a few hours, that video would be all the way up at like 200, 300,000. In about 2 days, it's almost at a million, if not at a million. Because I was looking at that video. I like that video that he did, that song he did with Birdman, right? And he had Birdman, I guess they were all down in Mobile. And that video within about 2-3 hours was at 500,000. So he's been doing good numbers. He has, been putting out songs and hits that, people, kind of rocking to, right? So the young man is very talented. I feel like he and Finesse Two Times are equally talented in two different ways. And I say that because Finesse has a different sound that's acquired, and Honeycomb has another sound. Honeycomb got that Alabama accent, which is an acquired sound too. It's completely different, but they're both talented. I think they would do better working together, um, rather than against each other, right? Talking all this smack on social media, who would never imagine, right? He was trending in the top 5 every week. Right. He was constantly, every time he would drop something, he was going up. Like I said, he took the whole state of Alabama and was lifting it up on his own shoulder. Just him, and I'm not saying that there haven't been any other rappers that wasn't as talented as him. I don't know any, because y'all know I'm not in the street or anything like that, so I don't know a whole lot about a lot of different rappers. But it seemed to me that people was looking more so at Alabama because of Honeycomb Brazy. That's what I could see. But I hope that is turned around, because Honeycomb Brazy just got out of jail, so I would assume that he's still on paper. And they said that he was caught with weapons. Let me see, because somebody sent me what he was caught with. I didn't look at. Hold on, let me see. Um, Here it is right here, guys. Oh, okay, no, that's something else. Um, hold on. Oh, I know where I saw it at. Okay, here it is right here. Y'all, I forgot to put. They said Charleston White was arrested too. Him and Honeycomb, him and Honeycomb done been arrested on the same day. Lord, shout out to Blackwood News. Y'all know I always go over there. And he always have he be out there in the street getting the doing his thing. So that's Charleston White. Charleston White was arrested too, y'all. They said Charleston White arrested on animal cruelty, on cruelty to an animal charge, and 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Lord Jesus, he out there being mean to the Lord. But see, I don't know. I don't know the story behind that, right? And it says that Honeycomb Brazy, he was arrested on pistol, certain persons forbidden, probation violation, felony, possession of a controlled substance. It says pistol, certain persons forbidden. So I don't pistol certain persons for forbidden. I'm sure that he would be forbidden, and maybe it was more than him that was forbidden. Probation violation, felony. See, if he's on paper. So what they're gonna try to do is they're gonna try to keep him in jail. That's what they're gonna do. They're probably gonna try to keep him in jail. I hope not, but they're saying that he violated. A Charleston White is a plant. Lord have mercy. I think both of them got no bond, and it's about to be Christmas and New Year's. They're going to probably put that crap out. Yeah, if they don't get out of jail no time this week, if they don't get out of jail by Thursday, they might be up shit creek. A gun on a felon, that means if he was with someone, they probably take that blick charge and let the money maker stay free. I wonder why they didn't, because it seems, well, I don't know. It seems like to me they should have said that before, he was arrested, but they were saying he was around pistol. Maybe he wasn't supposed to be around any weapons. When they say pistol, certain persons forbidden, and there were, I guess, other people that weren't supposed to, be around weapons. And here's the thing: if they watching him, they see Honeycomb Brazy. Honeycomb Brazy is out in the streets. They already know that Honeycomb Brazy is going to be around a gun, okay? Because most of these rappers, he's moving up fast. He got to protect himself. But what's probably going to happen is that Honeycomb Brazy is going to have to get him some professional security. Yeah, he's going to be in there a little while. Even if he can get it beat or whatever, they're going to keep him in there a little while. Sad to say, it's Alabama and Mobile County Metro Jail. Oh. My grandma had Alzheimer's and used to sneak out of the house, and the trappers and OGs around the hood would bring her back to my mom's. They ain't touched the elderly. Absolutely. They didn't touch the elderly at all. No children, no elderly people, and no women. But now we see different, right? They see little girls and want to snatch them. Soon, and little boys, soon as their car get pulled over, the charge take should say, "Hey, that's mine." Most time, right? Because I'm saying, if somebody was gonna take the charge, he wouldn't have been arrested, right? But it's seeming like, to me, when they say pistol certain persons forbidden, they was gonna arrest him anyways, because if this is what I think it is, they're saying that he wasn't even supposed to be around a pistol. Probation violation, felony, possession of a controlled substance. So whoever, I mean, it seemed like me somebody didn't take it, unless, I'm sure when they got pulled over, if Honeycomb had some weed or something in his pocket, he didn't leave it in there. So, and no, it don't look like to me they might end up taking it, but they didn't. Don't he supposed to go back to prison? That's probably what they're gonna try to do. That's probably what it is that they're going to try to do. So I hope not, because Honeycomb was moving up fast. He was doing his thing. Hey, and he was funny too. Honeycomb was funny to me. Right, and that's what they're saying. Certain persons forbidden. Pistols, certain persons forbidden. I be on heads when I see wrong. I can't save the world, but I do my best. The Most High is always watching. Yeah, the Most High is watching. Yep. So I hope they, free Honeycomb Brazy. I hope that, and I'm gonna tell you why. You know, I hope they free Honeycomb Brazy. Number one, I think Honeycomb Brazy has a bright future, and it's very, admirable. If I said that right, my tongue got tied. Right, to see a young man get out of jail. Okay, I'm sure he wrote a lot of those raps in jail, and pick up the state of Alabama, okay, and got a lot of people, because you see a lot of rappers. I know my tongue got completely tied on that, didn't it? Gristle Hardaway. um a lot of people, like out east and out west, even though they've always, and I'm not saying everybody, they've always gotten a lot of the fast and the stuff came from out of the South. They didn't give the South their credit. So when they saw rappers like coming up for a long time, like from out of Memphis, a lot of, he said, that tongue twist, I'm telling, that tongue is a twister. Out of Memphis, there were a lot of rappers that came up in Memphis before the rappers that you all see now. They stand on their shoulders, right? They didn't get the respect, even though they were setting trends and all of that. You have places like Alabama, when rappers and stuff were coming up. It's been a lot of talented rappers in the South. People would laugh. Where are you from? Oh, you from down there, Alabama? You down there, Mississippi? They didn't want to give them no respect, even though they were hard rappers, you know. But like I said, to see him pick the state of Alabama, put it on his shoulder, a lot of people, whether they like him or not, they gotta admit that a lot of people been talking about Mobile, Alabama, right? They've been talking about Mobile because he's down there in Mobile. MJS says he's on the way. Somebody out the car gonna claim the guns. He just got arrested to see what his probation officer wants to do, as in violate him or not. Well, good. I hope that he's on the way, and his probation officer probably won't violate him, because he is putting out the music. I mean that young man is going up. And so what Honeycomb is gonna have to do is, hopefully he will get him some professional security after this. Big Memphis rapper live out of town or they will be a victim. Yeah. A lot of Memphis rappers, when they make it, they have to move out of the city. Unfortunately, because of their crabs in the barrel. Now, I like Lil Boosie. Lil Boosie was one of my favorite rappers. He spoke some truth when he says that you will be hated in your own city. You start making it big. You got to leave your city because the people in your city will be trying to take you out. Lil Boosie said that years ago, and it was really a prophetic word because look at what happened to Young Dolph, right? He needs professional security. Yes, he do. So, the internet changed everything. The internet made life speed up. And you right about that. Call us country. Oh, y'all too country backwoods stuff. Yeah. Um, when that countryness is where it's at. People, you go up north, you go out east, you go out west. I love to vacation. I love New York. It's just something about the city. I haven't gotten enough of it. If I walk into any shop in New York, like y'all know they got that Yankees accent. They love, even though we got that lazy tongue, that southern type. Y'all know how we talk, right? Lazy tongue, southern slang, and all of that. When I walk into a place. I know I could walk into Starbucks. They'll go, "You're not from here." I go, "No." They'll say, "Say that again. Say that again. How you say that?" They real fascinated with the southern culture, even though you had a lot of other rappers that tried to make fun of the southern culture, but then they would steal a lot of the trends that came from the south and didn't want to. Yeah, that southern drawl came from the south and didn't want to give the southern rappers their, because a lot of what they got. Look at MC Hammer. MC Hammer came to Memphis and they got on his head so damn bad he had to turn around and give Memphis their props. When MC Hammer did that song and he was saying, "Get buck, get buck, get buck, get buck, get buck." MC Hammer came to a school when I was a teenager, and they performed for a school, and the kids in the bleachers was saying, "Get buck, get buck, get buck," and then he incorporated that in one of his songs and didn't want to give Memphis their props, right? So they was on top of his head so bad that he finally had to do an interview. That's when they was, we only could see them when they did interviews on radios and stuff. He got on the radio and had to admit that he got that from Memphis. That get buck. He speeded up. Get buck, get buck, get buck, get buck. He was doing it in a dance and stuff, but he got that from Memphis. The South has always set trends. I hear people now all up in New York talking about you heard me, you heard me. We already know that's a New Orleans slang. That came straight out of New Orleans and from down there in Louisiana, right? But we hear like Jay-Z and all them, you heard, that came from Master P and Baby them. But they're not going to, say that. They want to look down on the South, and I think it's got a lot to do. Not everybody, it's probably got a lot to do with jealousy because the Southern men got a different swag. I like the men from up north and out in New York and stuff because they fast talkers, they hustlers and shakers and movers, but the South just got the rappers in the South just got a different type of swag that many people, love and acquire, right? So I'm it makes me really proud, because Alabama is just a state over from me to see Honeycomb Brazy, just like I'm very proud of the rappers in the city I was born and raised in, which is Memphis. That's the reason why you won't hear me say nothing bad about No Love, because I don't think that No Love meant any harm. With he probably could have did a little different. I don't think he was thinking, because you're right. You think about, I understand people say, but ma, he's had grandparents and stuff that was taken out and all of that. Yes, I understand that. So you have to think about that. I don't think No Love was thinking about that, but you do have to think about that, right? But I don't think that he meant any harm. I think what he wanted to do was the reason why he pulled that camera out, that video out. It was like it's gonna be like a slap in Honeycomb's face, like, aha, nigga, see, your mama cool with me. You know what I mean? Because the lady said she did not feel threatened at all. And I felt like some people all over the internet, not everybody, because we all have difference of opinion, but I was listening to some people saying that he need to rock him to sleep. They was trying to create an atmosphere to try to where Honeycomb was not saying anything, to try and get Honeycomb and them to do something that they would regret, when I don't believe that No Love is a threat to Honeycomb Brazy at all. I don't even think Honeycomb Brazy think he's a threat, because I heard Honeycomb Brazy say in an interview, "No Love, I wouldn't dare do nothing to you, nigga. You cheer my day up. You so funny when I ain't feeling," because they were funny going back and forth with each other. It was amusing. So, but I hope he get out of jail, to continue doing what he's doing. That brother was shooting up fast. He's very talented. He's got his own little swag. People kind of see, even with the South, I be kind of amused with me coming from the South and out of Memphis. And then if you think about the Mississippians, which is our neighboring state, people always affiliate Memphis and Mississippi and Memphis and Arkansas, which is what's his name, YTB Fat or whatever it's from. West Memphis, Arkansas is 5 minutes over the bridge, right? The bridge separates West Memphis, Arkansas, or 3 or 4 minutes over the bridge from Memphis, right? Yeah, free Brazy. But I'm always happy to see, even with the Mississippians, they got a different dialect, and it's always amusing to me because they're a little countryer than us. When people say, I'll go, "No, that person ain't from Memphis. That person is from Mississippi." And they go, "How you know? All y'all sound alike." I go, "I know how Mississippians are. Just they a little bit countryer. They pronounce their words, and we country. They just a little bit countryer. Even Arkansas kind of pronounce their words and stuff different. And I see how the Alabamians have a different dialect too, even though they're country just like us. So I'd be happy to see people put their cities on, because they're ultimately putting their state on their shoulder. And I think that's the reason why I've been so disappointed with a lot of the Memphis rappers, that are very talented. Memphis is full of talent. And to see them, especially with all of the majority of the talent coming out of Memphis. Now you had Young Buck, but he's in Nashville, like 3 hours away from Memphis to go national. But the majority of the talent comes out of Memphis. And to see a bunch of the rappers who, and I'm knowing that a lot of them got it out the mud, because I know the politics and the poverty that's in Memphis, to finally make it out and then bring that type of shame to the whole state of Tennessee, because they ultimately carry the whole state on their shoulder. And what they did was, when they did that to Young Dolph, they brought another Memphian that had got it out the mud. Okay, Young Dolph was doing a thing. He was doing a different thing, he was teaching a lot of these young dudes about generational, like Young Dolph. If they had left him alone, let him live, he was really gonna change the game, because he was already changing it. He had already changed it a whole lot. So it's extremely disappointing to see them bring that type of energy to Memphis with all of the talent that is in Memphis, right? Because it's a lot of talent in Memphis, a lot of talent, and they all have different styles, So, and I ain't saying it just because, Memphis is the city I'm born and raised in. I'm just kind of, like lightly bragging on it because it's the truth. Because I be wanting to see them little brothers do well. So I'm not gonna get on here and dog out No Love, because No Love has the potential to go far. No Love is young. He still has a lot of maturing to do, but the brother is trying to do something positive instead of people trying to kick him in the top of his head. They need to be trying to help him, right, to do well. Okay, because we all be laughing and stuff, but hey, No Love getting the publicity. No Love need to be put on. Don't create an atmosphere so when he do start getting dates, he go into a city and somebody pop him on stage. We don't want to do that. It ain't even worth it. Didn't Elvis put Nashville on the map? Elvis is from Memphis. Elvis is really from Mississippi. I think Elvis is from Tupelo. Elvis is from Tupelo, Mississippi, and then he moved to Memphis. He was born and raised in Tupelo, and then when he bought him a house in Memphis, child. Tupelo is like 2.5 hours. I had a case in Tupelo, so I think it took me 2.5 hours to get there. Hell no, runner, and I'm not even from Memphis, and I know that. But I mean, Graceland is in Memphis. His house is still sitting up there. Yeah, Elvis is from Tupelo, but Graceland is in Memphis. And trust me, when people, I'm telling y'all, people come from all around the world. Elvis Presley is always loaded, and right there about Elvis Presley's house is always congested because cold, rain, sleet, snow. Them folks be dressed up in the summertime when it's 100 with their hair just like Elvis, with all that gel in it, with all of them clothes on, like them bell bottoms that Elvis used to wear from the 70s. They be out there. I'm telling you, and it's every single day. That little area generates, Elvis Presley generates, and I grew up in that area, generates a lot of money. I went to the house one time. It's a lot of people born and raised in Memphis. They've never been in that house. And the only reason why I went to that house is because when I was doing traffic, the director at the time had some dignitaries. They were from the Washington branch of the FBI. And he was like, he chose me and some more people to kind of show them the city, right? And the first place that they wanted us to, so he chose me and Smith and another young lady to show them the city. The first place they wanted to go was to Elvis Presley's house, and they were so amused. But it is so beautiful. It was like, "Have you ever been in here?" I was like, "No." He got the jungle room. It's like a time capsule. It's trapped in time. And I think about the color of his kitchen and stuff. All of that stuff is coming back in style now. He still got the TV from 1977. That green from the 70s, the jungle rooms. We know now what they was doing in the jungle room, child. And the house don't look that big from the house outside, but it is huge. But it is absolutely beautiful in the inside. A beautiful, all jokes aside, I think them other people had something to do with Dolph passing. He was owning too much in Memphis. Well, young Dolph was buying homes. Hold on, y'all. Okay, you guys, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. Um, it says word on the street. Oh, what I was going to say about Young Dolph was buying properties, you guys, that was on the oh God, I forget what it's called. Um the land market, that it was they were tax sales. So people were, that family people that had died, when their family members too trifling to pay the taxes on it, right? Houses that are already paid for, and their family leave it to them and they too trifling to pay the taxes. So what Young Dolph was doing was he was buying houses up in the hood. If they didn't want Young Dolph to buy those houses, the city and the county are the ones that put those houses on the tax market. If they wanted that stuff for themselves, they wouldn't put it on there. Because in some houses they don't put on there because they be selling them, making sure that they family members buy them. So if they didn't want Young Dolph, and those houses were, Young Dolph was actually helping the neighborhoods. Those houses were raggedy. A lot of them were was probably going to be condemned and all of that. So when people say that, I'm like, I don't get mad. I just understand that they don't know. But then nobody want the houses, I mean, if they didn't want Young Dolph to have those houses, they wouldn't have never put them up for sale on the tax market, which is the government site. He was only paying, like, at that time they was $3,000 and $4,000 and $5,000, and he was taking them and buying them up. He had the money to buy them up in, plenty of them up, and then just fixing them up. What slave owners video? Which slave owners video is that, Gray Face? Oh, so Young Dolph had a song called, okay. If I'm not mistaken, he owns some properties over there in Orange Mound. But I don't think that, as far as Memphis, I don't think that he owned as many properties in Memphis as people have said. He owned a lot of properties, but he didn't own as many in Memphis as they said. And I know, because I and they were not in his name. They were not, other than the properties that he bought for his his mom and his dad, and his house that he still had a home that he lived in, but they were in suburban areas. Why no one talking about the three? It wasn't no three shooters. That's why, Jay. That's why they're not talking about them. Mill said a lot of property across the U.S. Right, a lot of properties across the U.S. You guys, please hit the like button. People saying free Breezy. No, the word should be, do Breezy want to be free? Well, that's true. I think he wants to be free. I would assume he does. I think he does. Breezy was going up, a promising, future, But hopefully he does what's necessary to stay free, right? If you feel like people are targeting you, you got to make sure that everything around you is legit. Hey, Jerome. Yeah, we got Whataburger. We got Whataburger in Memphis and Whataburger in Mississippi. Main bro wasn't out 45 days. I know. That means that they've really been watching him. They've been watching him. If you're new to the chat, welcome. Yes, you guys, if you're new to the chat, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and hit the like button and turn on your notifications. When you turn on your notifications, hit all. Okay, make sure you hit all on the notifications. Okay, so that when I upload a video or when I go live, you'll get all of the notifications. When I upload something on my community page or something like that, you'll be notified. You guys, make sure y'all hit the like button again. Okay. But free Honeycomb Honeycomb Brazy, free him. Daryl brother eating a triple burger. Make sure y'all send some prayers up for Honeycomb, because Honeycomb is one of those ones that he's got star status on him. It ain't I don't think it's manufactured or anything. You know how some people they have start they rise up real quick, but it's because people are putting um money behind them, and a lot of money behind them, and buying them to be in places, buying awards and stuff. Honeycomb Brazy, I think Honeycomb Brazy doing this on his own. So I want to see Brazy get out and do well, because I like what he has done so far. I really do. I like what that brother has done. And then, like I said, Honeycomb Brazy is funny. He brings a lightness. You didn't hear him. He said something a few times when he was going back and forth with um No Love. I think this is why I respect him. Even if he said it off of the social media, he didn't say it on the social media. He made jokes. He brought a lightness, and not one time that he put those demonic dark spirits into the atmosphere like some of these folks be doing. Because their label head be telling them to get on social media and make fun of dead people, and speak about the dead, and be all down at the grave, and talking about they got money to play, and putting money all on top of their damn heads, and talking about that they gonna take somebody out. He didn't put that type of energy into the atmosphere, and that's one of the reasons why I respect that brother. I would love to come to Memphis, but I'm bringing my Roscoe. Where are you from, Ronald? Greyface says, why Finesse have to diss him after he was locked up? So Finesse dissed Honeycomb Brazy after he was locked up? I didn't know that. Just stumbled up on your channel, and I must say you definitely have a new subscriber. And when did Brazy get locked up? Thank you, young Tyro. Last night, from my understanding. It seems like most of these rappers don't like to have paid security around them. Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you why a lot of rappers don't like to have a lot of paid security around them. Because most of the legit paid security people, they're retired, they're either law enforcement or like retired law enforcement. I told y'all I know somebody that's got a security team. All they got to do is ask me. But I mean, he retired from the DEA. He got a team of he does professional security. They professional. But see, a lot of the rappers don't want nothing like that around them because they don't like the police. Okay, you're from West Oakland. What's the weather like out there in Oakland today? Finesse said he didn't need a gun to kill his hater. Shout out to Louisville. I got an uncle that lives in Louisville. It's always cold in Louisville. I know they pronounce it Louisville, but I always say Louisville. It's a pile of money, like he's laying out, lying a dead body with money around the dead body. Who is that? 100 Bama 101. Who doing that? Is a pile of money, like he laying out, lying a dead body with money. Who's doing that? I'm retired from the streets. I'm professional too. Okay, Carolina. Shout out to the Carolinas. There's this lady who has this channel. She cook cakes, and I love looking at all those cakes. And her husband got a church in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I be communicating with her, and she's got a big following, and I communicate with her on Facebook. I said I've never been to the Carolinas. I said I was gonna go to Winston-Salem, Carolina, to visit her church. Um, in the summer, because I don't like going nowhere but where it's hot in the winter. Oh wow, and thanks. I just seen him on live yesterday. No, I'm not a lawyer. I definitely saw that, and that is some bad energy he is putting a. Who actually did that? Did Finesse do that? West Oakland is just like, oh, okay, so West Oakland gets cold too. Cause I know my cousin lives in LA, and he was like it'd be like 90 degrees and like in the 80s and stuff in the wintertime. Oh my God, Finesse did that. Good country living this way for sure. I love country living. I'm gonna just tell y'all that right now. Like, um, when I retire, like I want to give me a lot of land and build me a house if it's not already a house on the land, and I want to grow my own food, and I want to live in a small town where it's only 100 people with a lake in the back so that I can go fishing. And that's that. I always say that. I grew up fishing, so y'all know I'm country for real. I went fishing with my grandma and them and my great aunts. They all passed away, but they taught me how to garden and they taught me how to fish. And I love it. It's so therapeutic. A rapper would never learn if they only hear enablers talking to them. I think Honeycomb needs to learn how to move instead of entertaining enablers. Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you something. People get a lot of yes indeed. I love to fish. It ain't nothing better than the fish that you catch out of the lake. I know the difference because I grew up like my grandma and them. We grew greens, peppers, what else? Potatoes. Like my grandma and them had gardens, and the cucumbers and the peppers and the greens and stuff that they grew tastes completely different than what they sell in the store. It tastes completely different. It even the cucumbers even look different that we grew that's in the store. I don't know what they selling in the store. But you're right. They have enablers around them. Unfortunately, when people have money, a lot of people be around them, and they're not going to rock the boat. They don't want to do that. They don't want to make no waves. They want to do whatever is necessary to be around that person that's got money. Okay, so when they're wrong, they're not gonna go against them and say, "No, bruh, I think you should rethink that." I ain't trying to tell you they're not gonna do that. They're gonna try to be on whatever they are. As a matter of fact, they're gonna create trouble to try to solidify their position. Yeah, bruh. You know, that nigga was looking at you wrong. Yeah, bruh. That's the reason why I hit that nigga. And that's what be getting these rappers messed out because they have crazy people in their camps that's trying to solidify their position. Yeah, bro, because you know I got your back. So you know you always need me around. So what they do is they go and create trouble so that they can solidify their position and ultimately they take that person down. That's why you're supposed to always have people around you that is for you that's going to stand up and say, look, bro, you might not want me around, you might fire me, but I've been knowing you from grade school or whatever, from the sandbox. Bro, we can't do it like that. Let's not do it like that. You don't work too hard, nigga. I'll rock this out with you. If somebody step to you wrong, I'm gonna ride with you. I'm gonna have your back, but we ain't gonna go and create nothing because we got to get money. But unfortunately, people don't do that, and it's all because they don't know how to do it right. They want to create something to make that person think that they need them. See, I took care of that for you, bruh, because they be trying to get something. And so when the laws come at the people, they ain't gonna come at. It's unfortunate. They're not gonna come at the person that's creating the atmosphere, the troubled person. They're gonna come at the person that's making all the money. They're gonna look at Honeycomb Brazy because he's the star, and it's unfortunate, but that's just how it is. Like, I think about that situation with C Murder. Okay, And I think about that all the time. Everybody, they had those people they coerced those people. They knew that a person, some of those dudes around C Murder was the one that actually shot that young man. Unfortunately, rest in peace to Stephen Thomas. I hate that happened to him. But C Murder was the one with the money. He was the one with the fame, and that's who they went after. Because unfortunately, it's all about making money through the criminal justice system and all of that. Honeycomb Brazy, they know he's going up. They watching him. He going up. They looking at his numbers. They know he is acquiring some. He's working towards acquiring some type of wealth, and he's got some type of money. So I mean, why not drain him dry, using it all and trying to fight for his freedom and stuff? The lawyers, the judges, the police, a lot of times all of them will work together, right? And it's not like the lawyers and the police and the well, it's not like the judges and the police are getting anything off the front end. Now the lawyers stand to make a lot of money, right? But they'll work with a bigger government, you know what I mean, that's over that state. Oftentimes they want to drain the person that's making the money, and then a lot of times, as I've said before, that's the strategy of the FBI. And I ain't met, hey, I don't, I have a deep respect for the FBI, but I try and tell people, that's their strategy. So just move right. What they'll do is they will watch a person, and then they'll say, this little group of people right here, it's too much, it's a lot of crime going on. Okay, so the first thing they'll say is, we got to figure out who's the funder, who's got the money. Okay, so that's who we're gonna take down first, because we're gonna drain the swamp, because they understand once the swamp, they drain the swamp and the swamp go dry, everybody else gonna dehydrate and die. That's how they do it. DDT says yes, just like they did Pac. He only one went to jail. Right. Tupac was the only one that went to jail. Absolutely. And Tupac spoke about that. He said, "Where are they at? Why am I here? I didn't do it. So where are the other people at? They didn't even charge them at all." Long live, we knew you was gonna say that. I'm telling you. You guys, make sure y'all hit the like button for me. If you haven't, please do. Shout out to all the new people. Shout out to all of. I've been getting a lot of people from Alabama. Shout out to Alabama. I told y'all I want to. I'm thinking about getting me. I want to. I went down to, and people gonna say she must not be used to going places. I go everywhere as far as vacationing, but it's only a few places that really snatch my heart, and I think I fell so in love with Orange Beach, Alabama, because I was not expecting that. But that's down there on the coast, right there, about 20 minutes from Pensacola, Florida. But when I went into that town, because I've been to Florida many times, but when I went into that town, what I saw in Orange Beach and Gulf Shores was that it's a lot of money in those cities. I saw that, and I love cities that put money into their cities. When they put money into their cities, it is because it is money that is flowing. And it's good to set up businesses in places where money is flowing. Okay. I always pay attention to that. When they put money into the city, that means that money flows through that city as far as businesses and stuff. A lot of people say it's real rednecky. It was a whole lot of white people down there. It was, but I mean, they money green. Um, I was here when you was going through all that bull crap with that YouTuber stalking you and threatening you and stuff. I forget his name. Yeah. Um, he said, yeah, that's called Cross the Bay. But right before we got into Gulf Shores, we had just came out of Mobile. I think Mobile, Alabama is right there by Gulf Shores. And somebody from Mobile, Alabama, tell me if I'm correct. Because we went through Mobile, and as soon as we came out of Mobile, I think we was in Gulf Shores because it's way down there at the bottom. I'm gonna tell you what I didn't like about Mobile. It's got all those steep streets and stuff. One street, it's only like a two streets and it's real steep and stuff. And the houses, like the part that we was going in, the houses sit way back off in the woods and stuff. And them folks be flying around them curves. They got all those curves. And them folks in Mobile be flying around them curves. I said, oh my God, I want to go 3, 5, 10, 15 miles an hour because they was flying like that. And it was raining. Yeah, that's called across the bay. Um, so Mobile is right there by Gulf Shores, right? In Orange Beach. Yeah, it's about a 30-minute drive from Mobile to cross the bay, Fairhope. Okay, definitely. Okay, yep. Like I said, I remember when we came out of Mobile, it seemed like we was right in Gulf Shores and Orange Beach. Yep. You guys make sure y'all hit the like button. But like I said, free Honeycomb Brazy. I want to see Honeycomb get out. Honeycomb is really talented. Honeycomb been hustling. He been uploading his videos, y'all, every single day. Hold on, let me see. Because he had just uploaded a video 23 hours ago. So he uploaded a video yesterday at 3 o'clock asking for some people to pray for one of his friends or something. Hold on for a second, guys. I want to show y'all this. Let me see if I can pull it up. If it's showing. I hate that they show so many commercials now. Because I want to show where the Shelby County District Attorney is promising to crack down on he said, but she's right. He said it's an initiative, which means it probably ain't gonna be much to happen, but I'm hoping that it will. But he did a press conference. I'm trying to see if I can find it. I was just looking at it. Yeah, I was just looking at it. Um, I don't know. I don't see it. I was looking for I would say free dude, but he was just set free. Also, they just set Honeycomb Brazy free. So Honeycomb Brazy just got out. Good. He's saying that they said that he just got out. I just looked at his page. Let me look at it again. Maybe he hadn't posted yet. No, he means he just recently got out of prison. Oh, okay. Okay. I was going to say, I know I just looked at his page. Hold on for a second, you guys. I wanted to show this right quick. Okay, here it is right here. So I guess what I have to do is show this. Because a lot of people trying to figure out what does this mean, because crime is so out of control in Memphis that it's just ridiculous. But he's saying that he wants to aggressively prosecute okay, here it is right here, you guys.
Control your garage from anywhere. Download MyQ today.
You heard what he said. They're gonna get ready to start monitoring their jail calls when they've been arrested for they're repeat offenders, and they're consistently getting arrested and stuff for a lot of these violent crimes and stuff. So I think they're shooting fire up under his behind, because that the attorney general was people was pressuring the attorney general to impeach him. So they was, even though he's elected the attorney general, if he's not doing his job, they can move to remove him. And so a lot of people have been getting have been complaining on him. So I think this is why he's trying to at least say that he's doing something different, or they're trying to move in a direction of doing something different, because he kind of believed in allowing the criminals, it seemed like to me, to just run rampant. The reason, and they have, right? This started getting out of control, way out of control, where Memphis has become a lawless city up under his leadership in the little time that he's been there. Because I think he's only been in office for a year. Okay, I think he's only been in office for a year. So this absolutely, ludicrous. I'm happy that I think God does everything in the right time, and I'm happy that people are starting to shoot fire up under his tail. Because when it starts moving outside of the Black community, that's when it's a problem. And a lot of this crime is starting to move into the suburbs of Shelby County, where a lot of the rich people live out in the county, right? And so the reason I say I think it's a good thing that at least he's having to get up off the pot is because I was hearing that quite a few of his prosecutors, because of what he was doing, wanting to let criminals go free, they had been I know he had fired some when he first got there, and he had fired some investigators for whatever reasons, but he brought in some that came in with him. I guess they kind of go, they're going to adapt to his policies, right? They're two of the same. But a lot of prosecutors I'm hearing just been quitting. They just been quitting and going and working for private practices, which ain't good because they know all of the policies of the district attorney's office. But because this man comes in, a law professor, that he's never been in court and he's never tried a case or anything like that. His whole career, he's a lawyer, but his whole career, he's always been a law professor. He came out of law school and immediately started working for the law school that he came out of, right? And so that's what they were saying when he was running. He's never tried a case or anything like that. And so you had a lot of prosecutors leaving their record numbers, going and working for private practices for defense attorneys, right? So which is not always a good thing. You know, they working on the cases now. They working with the defense attorney because they quitting because they can't take him, not wanting them to do their job. Now they're working with the defense attorney that they was working at, you know, going up against. That is what was happening. And so people started, you know, calling the attorney general, calling the governor, calling anybody that would listen. And so that's what pressured the attorney general to say, well, listen, we might have to look at making plans to overthrow him, to remove him. And so I think now that's why he's starting to change his tone. And like I was saying, I think things happen when it should, because you think about the Young Doss case. There are a lot of cases in Shelby County where families deserve to have justice. But Young Doss case is a case that everybody knows, right? So we always use that one as an example. But you think about how big that case is and all the major components, and you got Hagerman and all of them who was already there that is familiar with the case. You don't need somebody coming in telling, you know, saying, oh, okay, well, you know, based on this and this, we need to, you know, and you mess around and let the, you know, wrong people get off or not charge the right people. So that's why I'm glad that they're starting to make him see, and other entities are starting to get involved so that he'll understand, you know. So God does everything for a reason. He says crime was bad up under Amy Wyrick. Crime was bad. That's what I said. When it came up under him, it has really become a lawless city. You're right, it was always bad. It's just worse. Now, and I like Steve. Steve is a nice guy. He really is. He's a nice guy. But people don't care about you being a nice guy if crime is out of control and you letting criminals go. Steve believes in rehabilitation, and hey, that could be a good thing. They're rehabilitating while they paying their retribution for going and killing up a whole damn family. No family wants for you to come in their face and say, well, you know, we know that he killed your loved one, but, and then you say, but you know what, we've seen, looked at his history, and he's had trouble in his home his whole life, in which we all empathize with that. But he just killed up a whole family. Nobody wants to hear about, we're gonna let him out and he gets some rehabilitation, go to the rehab, and we gonna make sure he go to school and get a job and become a productive citizen. Damn all that. Okay, so now you forcing people that's still hurt and angry to take the law into their hands, because they saying, you gonna let him out after what he did to my loved one? Okay, now I'm gonna have to go to jail because I'm handling. As you're dealing with a lot of emotions, so that's the reason why it's just good. People supposed to pay retribution for what they do to folks, right? And the law is supposed to make them. But let's finish hearing what he said. Okay, now he's talking. He's talking about bringing down the entire rings of these organized situations, right? He's talking about these thefts. So I like what he's saying about that, because what we see is, we see the little guys that are breaking into these stores, that's breaking into stealing these cars, when all the time the dealership is giving them these key fobs and working with them, these car dealerships, these auto mechanic companies. These are the people that stand to gain the most, because when these young boys put their lives on the line and their livelihood on the line to go steal these cars, they don't do nothing but take it to an auto mechanic shop and they chop the car up. They out there in somebody's yard risking their life, getting killed for about $200 or $300, and the auto mechanic shops are getting rich, and the car dealerships, because I've never known anybody to be able to walk up on a car dealership and just steal a car like that. The car dealerships working with them, like I was saying the other day. Okay, so that's what he's saying. He feel like these thefts are organized, and he wants to get the, you know, the bigger the bigger picture, the other people that are involved and that's connected to it, right? But anyways, let's finish, y'all. So basically, he said what I say all the time when people say, well, why is it taking so long? Well, I don't know why, but you know, in with Memphis and Shelby County, it has always taken a pretty good while for cases to go to trial. And then when COVID happened, they're still backed up with cases from when COVID, because of all of the crime, right? Well, all of the crime, they can never catch up, because I mean, since when COVID happened, and especially after he got in, it just completely skyrocketed. But he said what I've been saying, that they slow walk stuff as slow walk cases, and go and are thorough with them, because when you push cases and trials along too fast, defense attorneys will go to the appellate court and have it reversed. And that's something that you don't want, right? That's something that you don't want. So, you know, um, Hardaway, he ain't gonna spend that kind of money. I believe it's fin to speed up and get real if Govan got them drugs in his system. Did she make him go directly that day after he left court? Did he have to go directly to have a drug test done, Govan? Did he have to go directly to have a drug test done? Um, but I believe it's gonna speed up too. Yeah. No, it's at the end of this month when he go back. So he's got to go to take a drug test when he goes back at the end of the month. I know oftentimes people feel like that they can take something uh to um to run weed or whatever out of their systems, but I guess it depends on where you go to get the drug testing, because a lot of them know how some people have drug tests that can detect um weed in your system going all the way back 3 or 4 months. Yeah, they could detect weed in your system going back 3 or 4 months. They said pickle juice. Water is all you need. Okay, so he's got to go back. Did she ask this? This is what I didn't catch. Did she ask Jamarcus to take a drug test? Did she say that Jamarcus had to also start taking drug tests? I didn't hear her say that. Or was it specifically for Govan? They said water washes it out your system. I don't know, y'all. I don't think it's that easy. Y'all stop playing on my Cash App. Okay. Somebody sending their people to play on my Cash App. As far as I'm concerned, you trying to hack my Cash App. I was already looking at one of them I found on Facebook. Okay. When I was doing all that clicking, I found one of them. I would assume that they are connected. I'm going to don't make me say you leave me alone. Leave me alone. Go on with your pitiful life. Stop letting folks send you out, because as far as I'm concerned, what you're trying to do is scam and commit fraud. That's what you're trying to do. Leave me alone. Stop letting folks send you out. Or maybe you just a sickie yourself, but most of these men are being sent out by other men. Stop trying to scam on the Cash App and commit all types of fraudulent situations, because I've been hearing about what y'all been doing on that Cash App. So it's I guess it's time to do another report today. Serto and a gallon of water. Leave me alone. Go on with your life. Go get you some crack. Go on back in the meth house. Every time I come on, they wanders out the meth house. Somebody come out the meth house. She on. They wanders out the meth house and get on here. Don't let them get you messed up. He back on Mia J. I believe he doing it for real. Yeah, they need to leave me alone. It's sad to be obsessed with somebody. Because one of them from down there in North Carolina. What's that town? I wrote it down. The other one probably from North Carolina too. They trying to do the Cash App scam. Water, zinc, and all that will get you by until they come with that mouth swab or hair follicles test. Mm-hmm. Hey, Cecilia. And they said it's Mia J. Cool with Cash Doll. Who is Cash Doll? See, I don't know a lot of these new rappers. Yeah, too pretty Miss Kitty in here. I've been missing Miss Kitty. Miss Kitty, you gotta call me today. Thank you, Shay. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate that so much. So, y'all, as far as I'm concerned, what the DA is trying to do is, I guess he's trying to put some stuff in place. And like I said, it's better late than never. I'm happy to see it. I hate that crime is just out of control, but I'm glad that people rallied together. Like I said, when the crime started overflowing and oozing like out into the other communities where the money is, that's when they started calling the big wigs, talking about he got to go, because now they out in our neighborhoods, they in our little cities that is in Shelby County, and then there it's like a revolving door, so he got to go. And so now it's forcing him to put some things in place. But the thing that makes me happy about what he said is because he understands, even with all of these little young dudes and girls committing this crime, he understands that it's organized. Because from my understanding, a lot of the car thefts and stuff went up so much is because a lot of these Iranians and these Hispanics are owning auto mechanic shops, and they got these black boys. That's the reason why I say these fathers got to be a mighty presence in their in the homes of their kids, right? Because these boys are getting gunned down and getting put in jail, and they get ready to start leaving them in jail now, and they ain't doing them but paying them like $100, $250. And these Iranians and these Hispanics are making thousands and thousands of dollars off of black folks going to other black people who are just as poor as them, who have worked hard to buy them new cars and stealing their tires off of their car, stealing their cars and taking it to them and letting them chop them cars up. You destroy your own community for $100 or $200, but no money should be an amount to destroy your community. But I bet them same Iranians and those same Hispanics that they out there stealing these cars and stuff from, they're not going to direct them in the area and the neighborhoods of other Hispanics and other Iranians. They're not going to do it because they're not going to let them destroy their community, even though they're doing the work for them. Miss Nelly says, G Money, they will get it under your arm. No way around it. Yes, you're right. Forgot to mention the Gatorade 2 Queen. So that's the reason I said there has to be a different mindset. So that's why I say, even with Honeycomb Brazy, I don't have any proof that somebody is trying to set Honeycomb Brazy up. But y'all, we have to pay attention to everything that has been going on. Okay, so when Finesse 2 Times, now this is just me now. Remember when Finesse 2 Times got mad at J Prince Jr., and him and J Prince Jr. were kind of having words back and forwards on the internet? Right after that, it seems like nothing but bad stuff started happening to Finesse 2 Times. They folks was coming up into his shows and seemed like they was fighting in the shows, popping up the shows. It's like he had so much bad luck. It was just too much bad luck for it to be by chance, right? And so shortly after that, Finesse 2 Times started straightening up. And then Junior gonna say, that's when Junior said, and free Honeycomb Brazy. So that's the reason why I say he know Finesse 2 Times was having an issue with him, supposedly, because he felt like they weren't being loyal to him. Him and Finesse 2 Times go back and forth. And then this is when Brazy was still in jail. He said, and free Honeycomb Brazy. Right. That's the reason why I said I wouldn't be surprised if somebody was not secretly instigating this and kind of like playing them against each other, because Finesse and Honeycomb is hard. They'll do better together. Right. Even with No Love is hard. Okay. And so then Honeycomb and No Love and them go at it. Honeycomb say something about J Prince Jr. and hey, you listen to Honeycomb's mother. I think she knows what she's talking about. She said, and people let that go over her head. She said, I don't believe No Love meant me no harm or nothing like that. But this was an inside thing. Don't nobody know where I live at except for Junior and Senior. Maybe they told No Love. I'm not saying they did send him, but if they did, they might have said, you know what? His mama hang out over here. This could be a big flex. This could really bring. He might be thinking, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna show him his mama cool with me. See, they'll send these little dudes out. They'll tell them one thing, but all the time they trying to get another effect. You see what I mean? So, hey, all of a sudden, him and folks said, but him and J Prince made up. J Prince and them. I don't think they cool with Finesse. I think they probably waiting to snake him. So I don't believe that you can really make up with them. They just playing good with Honeycomb Brazy. Okay, because somebody said Honeycomb Brazy when he was mad at J Prince Jr. He said, I saw somebody slap you. Most men like that, they don't forgive easily. They be waiting to get their lick back. So Honeycomb Brazy been consistently going up. You don't see him dealing with J Prince them like that. He putting his city on his state. He put the whole state of Alabama on his shoulder. Folks been showing a lot of respect to Alabama. They've been going up. Okay, he got Birdman in his stuff, right? And it's on the strength of the talent that Brazy got. So, hey, you never know. Finesse. Finesse went to had a warrant from before he went to jail and did all that time, an old warrant. And then somebody called the police on him when he was standing out there and King was looking at him in that police car when he was on tour with Moneybag. Somebody dropped the dime on him. So I don't know. All the time when you get into it with people, especially when they have egos and they are narcissistic, they'll make money off of you and they'll say they forgive you, but in the back of their mind they'll say, man, F this nigga all the time. I put this nigga on, I got this nigga to shining, and he got the nerve to use the platform I gave him to try to make me look bad. I'm gonna try to get that nigga a hard time and spank him every chance I get, all while making money off of him. I forget what Finesse had that warrant for, but it was an old warrant. Remember when he went to jail when he was on um out of Shelby County when he was on tour with Moneybag? Moneybag that might have called the police on him. Hell, yeah, she said that they gave him the low when No Love went live that night, but didn't expect him and Finesse to fall out. Oh wow. Who gave No Love the you talking about Brazy's mother's location? Yeah, she said this was an inside thing. But a lot of people let that go over their head. You have to listen to people when they say stuff now. Because a lot of times they say a whole lot. Cypress said Big Booty Judy dropped the dime on him. It sounds like they are playing the police connection card to exert control over their artists. Mm-hmm. Because if they go to jail and they drain their resources, guess what? It causes them to sign more stuff and it puts them in a desperate situation. Honeycomb Brazy was going up, but I'm sure he had not made the money that he would like to make. He was going up fast though. So it would be easy for the legal system to try and to drain him at this point. He said he got slapped. He got slapped. Brazy ain't the first to say it. But Brazy has a real big following, so they might feel like they made Brazy when they may have given them an opportunity, but God made Brazy. And that's what a lot of these producers and managers need to understand. They wouldn't have touched Brazy if he didn't have the talent. So when they get to talk about I made him, I'm gonna take him down. No, you didn't make him. God gave him the talent because the Bible says the gifts come without repentance, right? He says your gift, God says your gifts will make room for you. So if Brazy had not been talented and had the personality to help carry his talent, they wouldn't have never even touched him. So I think these folks need to think about that when they get to talking about I made you. You ain't gave nobody no talent. You making money off of him. You saw a person that was already talented and you saw an opportunity to make millions off of them. That's the only reason why you mess with them. Yeah, y'all, please hit that like button. Let me see how many likes we got, you guys. Y'all run the likes up for me. Run the likes all the way up, regardless of what channel you're on. Run the likes all the way up. Them boys took that man YouTube and all. Junior got the PW. They took who YouTube? Rest in peace, Young Dolph. They took Brazy's YouTube. Oh wow. Brazy, he don't get that money. Also, Brazy don't get money from his YouTube. As many views as Brazy gets, Brazy probably, with the type of views Brazy get, Brazy probably, if he ain't getting the money from his YouTube, them folks getting probably about, they might be getting almost 20 G's a month from his YouTube. That's highway robbery. Are you all saying that they get the money off of Brazy's YouTube? Oh, they wrong. They know they wrong. Oh no, they know they wrong. Yeah, they wrong. No, they get it. He only get money if he do promos. Oh my God. He was on live telling it all. Yes, they get the money off his YouTube. They getting a real big bag. Brazy do numbers. When Brazy drop a video, let me see something. I'm not gonna play the video, but I'm gonna see something. Because Brazy doing big numbers. That boy carrying the whole state of Alabama on his shoulder. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Here it is. Brazy got. Thank you, Paula, for the $20 super sticker. Now look at Brazy's YouTube. Now he got 446,000 subscribers, right? It's saying Brazy only got 35 videos. He only got 35 videos, y'all. But look at Brazy's numbers. Brazy dropping videos. Sometimes he dropping two. Look like to me sometimes he dropped 2 videos a day. On this video he dropped 5 days ago, it's got 400,000. Video, he dropped another video the same day, he got 620,000. That's a million videos in one day. A million views in one day, I mean. Then he dropped one 9 days ago that's got 1.3 million. He dropped one 11 days ago that's got 1.5 million. 12 days ago that's got 1.5 million. 6 o'clock 2 weeks ago, 2.7 million. The letter to God, 2.4 million 3 weeks ago. 1 month ago, 4.6 million. Respect. I mean, some of these other ones are from a couple years ago, but just in the month, shoot, 5, 6, 7, 12, 13. Just with me estimating, he got in a month, that boy got about 15 million views just from the videos that he's dropped in 1 month. Them folks getting about maybe over $20,000. They might be getting over $20,000 just off of his YouTube, and they think they right. See, that's the reason why these artists have to have good representation, their own lawyers and stuff. And that's why they like to get them while they're in jail. They're more vulnerable. Because I don't even think it shouldn't even be ethical for them to be getting the money off of his videos. Shoot, with over 15 million views in a month, they might be getting a $50,000 bag off of him in a month. That's right. This is why we need our own. I'm telling you. Rest in peace, Young Dog says facts. Can't trust them boys at all when they come to you while you they get them while they in jail. Jack Slade said they getting $78,000 off of him in a month. $78,000. And that boy dropping that hot stuff. That's completely taking advantage of him. Completely. Wow. And then it ain't no telling, how big that insurance policy. Brazy got out and took himself up. So y'all already know the bigger the star is, this is how it works with insurance policies with these record labels. They can get a policy on you, but the bigger the star you are, the more insurance that they can put on you. Okay, so a lot of times what these record labels would do is they'll get an artist and they'll put money behind him or her and pay to put her into spaces and put her in front of the media even more to take her stock up real quick. It'd be manufactured. That's the reason why, like Glorilla, they kind of go back down fast because it was manufactured. Although I be wishing Glorilla the best, right? Therefore, if they go and ask for a $25 million policy, they go, this artist right here has won awards, very famous. Look at all, they out there. This is what they doing. They can get it. It ought to be illegal for these record labels and record companies to be able to put a $25 million or $15 million policy on these artists. Hell, the money that they gonna pay them back ain't even that much. So why do they need to take out these type of policies and they ain't giving their family a damn dime of it? That's the reason why I always say a lot of these record companies, that's why they immediately start signing these little dudes that's already in a beef and put them out there so that they can I guess induce their popularity so that they can put them big insurance policies on them. They know damn well a lot of them little artists ain't gonna even make $20 million or $15 million in their career. The money that they gotta pay the record company gonna recoup, it ain't 15 million. So they get them that's already beefing, and then when they get killed, the record label get the insurance money. I think that they should start looking into that real deep. They should. And it's a darn shame that you got black record companies that's participating in the genocide of their very own people. Because these rappers like Brazy and them, they in their damn early 20s. They in their early 20s, and they helping to manufacture this beef and stuff to help to take them out. This is how these record companies are creating this generational wealth through the lynching, okay, the induced lynching of these black males that are talented. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. Is the trial starting, or is it just the court date for Cornelius? I think it's just the court date. Why he's selling dope if he hot like that? Probably if he's selling dope. I don't know if Honeycomb is selling dope or not, but Honeycomb is hot. If he's selling anything, it's because he ain't seeing a lot of the money that he should be seeing because he tied up in these bad deals, because it's $78,000 off of a YouTube channel. I mean, I'm sure Honeycomb would love to receive that. He should be receiving it. If he was receiving $78,000 a month just off of his YouTube channel, he wouldn't have to do none of that. That's if he doing it. Instead, Jay Prince Sr. or Jay Prince Jr. thinks that he deserves his YouTube check. Tell people don't watch his videos until we know that he's getting the money. Right. You're right. I really wish the old heads would help the young art. They're supposed to be helping them. Instead, they leading them wrong. They all getting rich off the backs of the blacks. Absolutely, Letitia. That's exactly what they're doing. Thank you, Letitia. Shout out to Letitia. She's a new subscriber. People think the record labels are the only companies doing the insurance policy. Every job in America does that to all their employees. All the banks do that, but people don't read the contracts. Well, I know the police department. I know the police department does it when I was working for the police department. But guess what? They put insurance on you, and then they tell you that they're putting the insurance on you, and then they tell you to put down who your beneficiaries are. And that's the way it's supposed to be with the record companies. If you're going to put $15 million on me, if something happened to me, then my kids and my mom and them better be getting it. But that's not what's happening. What's happening is they put insurance on these little dudes and they don't even know it. You're supposed to tell people that they're supposed to be aware, and I know this for a fact, that you are putting insurance on them. And then they supposed to say, who do you want to get this $15 million? Your kids? If something happened to you, these record labels ain't supposed to be getting no $15 million off of these little dudes' death. Hell, that even with the money that they borrowed from the record company, they ain't gonna recoup no 15 million, no 5 or 10 million. That's true. The Vatican. I agree. He said he's not getting money. He said trying not to go that way. It's senior that gets it. Okay. Oh, child. Because that song that he got with Baby, I mean, that song is hard. I forget the name of the song. I think it's this video right here with Birdman. 11 days ago did 1.5 million. And he already done started a trend because you got everybody saying "Look Dirty, Look Dirty." I mean, that song done started a trend all over again. He said he wasn't selling dope. That was somebody's smokestack. I can't wish nobody the best. That's what CMG, period. Nope, not until the artist is in another label. Letitia. Think about how many people in America think they got mortgages, but they have deed of trust. And they are two different things. Deed of trust, and they are two different things. People don't read the contracts. No, they don't. They don't read them, and they need to read them. They need their own lawyers. See, the way also that these record labels get them, not only in the entertainment system, also in real life. I agree, James. What they should do is see the way that they get these. The reason they go to the hoods and to the jails is because they know there's a desperation when they come with that lump sum of money. That these dudes be wanting that lump sum, right? But what they need to understand is if somebody come and offer you $250,000 as an advancement that you probably gonna have to pay back, that means that they stand to make. They looking at your talent. They've been paying you some attention. Ain't nobody told them about you. They've been watching you. They'll say, you know, dude told me about you. On the strength of him, I'm gonna sign you. No, they've been watching you. So they bring you $250,000 because they already know they can make about $2.5 million off of your talent in a year. And so that's the reason why they go and get people in desperate need so that they could take advantage of them. But when they sign with these record labels, the first thing the record label tell them is, you know, I got the attorney here. I would never trust an attorney that a record label has already sitting there, because that attorney is for the best interest of their record label. You're going to trust an attorney. That attorney is the one that wrote up that contract, and that attorney works for that company, not the artist, the company. So that's the reason why you have to have your own entertainment attorney, not a defense attorney, not a civil rights attorney, but a entertainment attorney, a business attorney, there to counter and negotiate and talk the same language with that with their attorney. And you have to make sure it's a good attorney, because I was talking to a friend of mine who was in the entertainment business a long time ago. He said the issue is sometimes those attorneys, they don't know nothing about the law anyways, but they'll get with those big when it's a real big artist and they, you know, they want to really take advantage of them. Sometimes they'll proposition your attorney and say, look here, you know, if you can get him to sign this contract, you go along with it, we'll get you a job here with us, or you know, we'll give you a lump sum of money up under the table, more than you can make off of him. And he said sometimes them lawyers, them little small time lawyers, to say, you can do that. Well, let me go tell this little son of a bitch right here to sign this contract. So you have to make sure that the lawyer that you got ain't gonna sell you out too. Because it ought to be, they supposed to go over that language with you without them even being in the room. You know, talk that over with your lawyer. They need a estate or wealth management agent to be on their team. The lawyers are part of the play. Yeah, they can be. A lot of lawyers will sell you out. The art of robbing insurance of any type. Always get your own everything. I'm telling you, get your own everything in business. I'm telling you, I've always in business, when people try and pressure me to do something, you know, when I feel like, I don't know, it seems like I feel like I'm being pressured when they're trying to pressure me to make a decision. The answer is always no, I don't want to do it. I can't. I'm not gonna do it. I'll pass this time. We'll just have to catch me. You know, I'll have to catch you all another time. I hate to miss this opportunity. Oh no, because they try to make you think they're helping you. No. I can't make the decision right now. You need your answer. I don't ever like for people to try to pressure me into something. He was so frustrated. He jumped on the cameraman because they was just sending him and not picking up. He apologized to the cameraman. Oh, Lord Jesus. I always do that. All right, you guys, let me get off of here. When are people going to realize everybody is worth more alive? Is worth more not alive than alive? It's a dirty game and dirty shame. Yes, it is. It is. But anyways, you guys, I'm gonna get off of here, but I may get back on here tonight. I gotta run out and do something right quick. But I want you guys to put before it gets dark, because it's gonna get dark in about an hour and a half. But I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you all getting on. Make sure you turn on the notifications. I appreciate you guys so much. Okay, I love you guys. I'll speak with you later.